I had a lot of fun with that. What happened when we went to the '04 convention in Atlanta is there is no way that the vast majority of libertarians can support what the heck they're doing. They just want to give the impression that you are. They just want to kind of, just let it happen, and what did you do about it? Somebody had to do something. So Charles and I went there and we made our little effort. I ran for national chair first time that time. Didn't make a big deal out of it. I just go up and say, what you guys are doing, you're effed up like polio and you shouldn't do it anymore. When you guys are ready, let me know. All right? Next time, 2006. What happens then? 2004 made it clear where they were going. Okay? I supported, at this time, Aaron Russo was running and Badnarik. Now, of course, we had, Gary, and I just knew where that was going. So Aaron Russo, we became good friends. We had, associated with each other. But I've known him since '94 when he started the Constitution Party. I remember calling him up going, I read the platform and bylaws, and the platform, and I go, Aaron, there's this thing called the Libertarian Party, right? Because, it looks like you copied, a lot of the stuff. And he's like, oh, well, they won't do what I want, and so, okay, I get it. He's a shiny badger. I want to be head of whatever, I get it. Well, sometimes you need people like that. What happened was, when he got up and made the arguments at 2004 election, the debates, he got up and started going on this environmental kick. He's from Hollywood. He was of the opinion that he had already won it, and he was getting to talk for the national audience, for the first time. And he was going, oh, libertarians love environmentalism. We need to use the government to make sure we have clean environmentalism. All right? And Barry Hess and I have been doing what we could, writing some speeches for him every now and then, because we didn't care what you can't. Just out there, go promote freedom and we'll help you. So I didn't make a decision anymore. I didn't care. So while Barry's traveling around, I'm helping writing some speeches and so on. So he started giving these speeches and taking a hardcore edge, and then he started seeing the response he got. All of a sudden now he's hardcore. So he was having fun with that. Until he got in the environmental thing here from the stage, and I said, that's it. I begged them, take Badnarik to the Mojave Desert out here and espouse the fact that private industry is going to space. What, there's not enough science fiction aficionados in the Libertarian Party or something? Hello? Okay, I'm going, we need to go to this thing, make a big stinking deal out of this. Big stinking deal. We are going to space, government's not invited. The big sign, we had 6 signs that we made. Government is lost in space. You can't hear the government scream in space. Okay? We had free enterprise brought to you by, or space brought to you by free enterprise, Final Frontier or something like that. Then we had the favorite one, Pal Gamble, is my senior editor at Freedom's Phoenix. He goes they had this sign that said, Spaceship 1, Government 0. So we go, oh, hell yeah, this is going to be good. We get there, 13,000 people. I am begging the Libertarian Party, take Michael here. Dick Body said that he would have Badnarik stay at his home. We had an RV lined up that would do it. We paid for everything. Barb and what's his name? I can't remember. They go, no, we can't do it. Why? Well, we don't see a way to make money. I go, to make money. Now, literally, this is the conversation. To make money for what? So we can buy media. How many freaking media you think is going to be there? Italian, German, Chinese, Europe. It was freaking no U.S. hardly. That's because there's a thing going on. Did you know there are 2 private space stations in orbit right now, Genesis 1 and 2, and you never heard a word about it? We cover this stuff on Freedom's Phoenix all the time. 2 private space stations. The guy that owns them is Bigelow Aerospace. The guy that owns Budget Suites out of Las Vegas. Wrote a $70 million check. Go give me space stations. We're going to get Lagrange 1, 2, 3. We're going to space. Yeehaw. You ever hear about it? But you heard about every shuttle delay there ever was. You're being lied to constantly. This is what the bad guys are afraid of. What happens? You're saying, oh, Internet 2 is coming. We're so worried that they're going to do. Yeah. Why did I support Spaceship 1 so much? Because I knew we're going to be putting up our own satellites, have our own internet. We're going to bypass the system. This is... The bad guys are so toast. You know, it's what's it, the original Star Wars, the tighter you close your fist, the more star systems go between your fingers. And they're gripping. So then we go, you guys need to go. Nope, not going to do it, not going to. So I said, I insist, I'm going to be a real butthead until I talk to Michael. I mean, so finally I get hold of Michael, calls, and I go, man, word up, man. What's going on? I made the deal with them that if I would do with their thing and go with them, I would do, my schedule was theirs. That was the deal I made with them. And I go, and you screwed up. So we go here, it's cover of freaking China Daily. Spaceship One, Government Zero. It was in Popular Science. It was in the New Yorker. It was in, I mean, you know, all this stuff in this. Discovery Channel did a 2-part movie. It has me, Burt Rutan, running up to me, grabbing the sign and the fence line. He grabs it and he goes, I got to send a message to the media, and then runs off with it. And I go, I got more. So we go to the hangar carrying our signs, all the signs that we had, all the billionaire clubs in there and so on. We're partying, man. Yeehaw. The whole time I'm holding up the signs. Switch, get another one, hold it up. Barry Hess is all happy with himself because he got to go up after we all left and he got to touch it. He got the one guy to take a picture. You know? So my sons went with us, some of our kids, you know, our state chair now and his kids and family went. We had a good time. We had one guy came with our Freedom Summits, came from Britain. He flew over from London just to be there for this. You know, Vince Miller from ISIL, you know, he met us there. We're having a good old time. We were the only ones with signs. You know, the other sign I saw was somebody selling binoculars. So, you know, this is the kind of stuff. And why didn't they do it? We couldn't figure out a way to make money to buy media. No, to pay their salaries. Who are we BSing? This is the party that you're dealing with right now. I'd like to say really bad things, but they did it for me. So then you go like, all right, so it's 2004, then we got 2006. Okay, here's Spaceship One. 2006, we're going to Portland. All right? I'm going to run for national chair again, just so I get to go up there and go, man, I know what you're going to do. Take the platform, strip it. Keep in mind, John Buttrick was chairman of the platform committee for a while, was very proud of the platform, made sure, Steve worked a lot on all of it, you know, we'd make sure, hardcore, this is libertarian. Now, what are the big issues that I bring up? This is the big issue. There's always, and I don't know what individual your opinions are, I'll just give you my opinion. They want to do away with the pledge, okay? I do not advocate initiation of force or fraud for political, social, economic gain, whatever, fine. You know what that is? That's a big, giant, you know, communist not allowed, okay? It's very clear. It's saying, look, if you're going to be part of this, you know, this is what we believe. You can't initiate force. Well, some people say, well, it's a pledge, and I don't want to do the pledge, and there's a pledge issue about pledging, and yada, 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 yada. That's never really the argument, though. Their argument is that, well, it limits the number of people we can get. And I'm like, that was kind of the point, you know? I don't need to be fighting these, you know, come on, man. So then the other thing is that then they have the prime directive, you know, the mission statement in there. We, the members of the Libertarian Party, oppose the cult of the omnipotent state. That was my favorite part. That was the whole reason I thought it was, you know, good enough for, you know, me to even associate with these people. I mean, I'm going, you know, and you look up the word cult, and there's no better definition. It's the adoration of something or someone, you know, and that's what they are. The worship of the state. We oppose the worship of the state. So how better can you define what we are? You know, I'm going, well, hell yeah, I want. So whenever they try and get that out, and I'm real butthead about that one, I'm like, oh, but they try, don't they? They keep trying and trying and trying. To what end? So they can be part of the state? I mean, that's their real goal. So then I'm going, all right,